first of all, Happy New Year. It's been a little bit since we recorded, and I want to thank everyone that gave me a little bit of a break so that I can spend some great quality time with my family during the Christmas holiday. I hope that everyone had an amazing time. I know that I did, and so looking forward to this year. And we're starting off this year with a really good pops, I guess. That's the best way to describe it, because this is solar Comedones that we're working on today. And I'm going to be just opening them up first. And then we're going to be extracting. I just put a numbing cream on there. So on this video, I'm going to have you guys guess who this gentleman is. So if you know who it is, just make a comment below. I know that you guys really loved him. I'll give you a hint. He came back from Iraq, and he's here for a short time. He just walked into my clinic today and said he wanted an appointment. And I am like begging him, saying, please come back tonight. I have nothing available. And he's like, no, I got some things to do. I'm like, please work with me. And anyway, I'm so grateful that he did. So we're glad to have him. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and extract. So I asked him, I said, why are you so clogged? Did you not use your products? And he said when he got to Germany, they confiscated his products. So unfortunately, the 2 years that he was there, he didn't get a chance to work on managing the buildup of these solar Comedones. I'm just going in here, and I did use a numbing cream to help ease a little bit of the discomfort. And the secret is just really stretching that skin and going right there at that base to get all of that build up, those little blackheads out. I continue to wipe and continue to stretch. I want to make sure that's nice and clean for him, because I don't know if I'll see him. It's been 2 years. I can't even hardly believe it. So I want to take advantage of the fact that he's here and make sure that we clean that skin really good for him. Again, right there at that base, and there we go. I like to always go back and use this little needle just to open up those areas, so it makes it a little bit easier to extract. Bevel up, 27 half gauge needle, hypodermic needle. There we go. Let's stretch. This area is very sensitive area, and preferably if you treat it, you know, pre-treat it, it really comes out even, you know, a little bit more easier for you, for, you know, the practitioner to extract. But the technique also makes it very successful if you do it correctly. Again, you just want to get right there at that base and stretch that skin. See how I'm stretching? This becomes a wall. Put it right there on that base, and then this scoops up and out. And there you go. I've truly missed you guys. I get busier and busier. I don't know what I'm gonna do. But I always say this, but I don't ever want you guys to think just because I don't write back that I'm, you know, not thinking about you guys. It's just so hard. My schedule has just been so full, and it makes it, you know, harder for me to just sit down to try to write some comments, but I'll try to get better. So what I'm going to do now is just make sure that I really stretch this area, because I know you guys, and you've been watching that one right there. And if I don't get it, I'll hear it in the comment area. So I want to make sure I get that. Okay, so I'm just kind of feeling this area through here, and do you see how there's some discoloration there? I want to make sure that this is really completely clean, and I have a feeling that it still has a little bit of stuff in there, so I'm going to go back and just kind of manipulate that area a little bit more so that I know for a fact that it's completely clean. And you can feel if there's anything in there. So I'm gonna make sure that I do. So at this point here, I am going to go ahead and probe again. These are a little bit more larger, and so 35-degree angle, just kind of manipulate that probe around that pore. The great thing about these solar comedones is that you can actually see the opening, so it makes it really nice to target the area with your probe. And he jumped on me. You okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So we just finished probing that area. And now go ahead and extract. Stretch. Okay, so these are a little bit larger. So you can see. And for those who are watching this video, or this type of video on solar comedone for the first time, usually they develop when you're exposed out in the sun a lot. Heavy smoker, that would also cause it to create this problem due to a lot of the lack of circulation in that area, and the skin tends to get very clogged here. And it's basically because the skin becomes damaged. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and stretch. Stretch. I'm going to move them just a little bit this way. I'm not asking him much how is he doing because he's practically snoring, so I'm going to let him rest. He's been traveling. So to manage this condition, you definitely want to use some type of keratolytic, which means is a product that will help remove the keratin from the follicle and will keep that area exfoliated. This is, of course, lack of exfoliation. The skin becomes damaged and the cell turnover is not as rapid. And then, of course, you have the settle. No filaments settle in there and becomes darkened, and there we have a problem with some blackheads. So scoop from underneath, again from underneath. The secret, and I always say this, is really getting it at that base of that pore, and you're going to have a very successful extraction. Okay. Again, we're going to go through here. I'll show you before and after pictures, and you'll be able to see them. I'm going to go ahead and open these up for him. Again, stretch. He's got a build up through here, so I'm just going to just randomly open these up. They should come up pretty easily, but we'll see if I need to go back and reprobe. Now these are a little bit deeper, so you can probably see them if you want to go ahead and zoom in a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and an angle, 35-degree angle, get that bevel in here, and go ahead and open that up. And just bring that up to the, just move that skin this way so you'll have plenty of room to work and you don't have that fold around that eye area. Okay. All right, so here we go. These are going to be a little bit more tricky. So I'm going to go again because, again, I don't want to put too much pressure. How are you holding up, sir?
I'm doing fine.
Okay. going to go in this angle. And let's see if you can see it. Here it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and stretch this skin here. And I'm going to just kind of slide it actually across there. And I'm going to make sure this area is really nice and dry. I'm going to feel a little bit of pressure, okay? And the reason why I'm drying that area really good, I don't know if you guys remember, is that you really want an area that's kind of you don't want really your Q-tip to be sliding too much because you don't want to create like a rug burn on there. And so, causing friction. So there it goes. And this is a good size one. You can see it coming up. All right. And there it goes. And start coming up. Okay. So still has a little bit of buildup here. I'm going to go ahead and really try to work with that. See it coming up? And there it goes. Okay. Alright, still has a little bit more in there, so I want to make sure, again, we get it all out. And I'm going to kind of make sure that I just double check that everything is cleaned out, and it is. Okay, there's another one right next to a little one, and get that one too. And there's one here, right there. Much smoother. Now, this is the tricky area, and I'm going to show you how to work this area. What you want to do is really have a hold of that skin and really stretch it. So you're also going to go at the base. So here we go. And it's a little bit uncomfortable for the patient, But so they really enjoy the fact once that area is cleaned out, because it just looks so much cleaner, you know, nicer around that area. Okay. Again, I'm going to go ahead and clean that out for him. Again, just right at that base, and it's a sensitive area. But you can see it's starting to look cleaner and smoother. And as long as you see like a little bit of a raised area, most likely there's still stuff in there. So you want to just kind of gently but thoroughly go ahead and work on it. Because if you don't, it's just going to keep building up again. Even though this condition, it's not curable, it is manageable, but you want to do the best job for your client / patient. And that they feel good about the results they're getting. Again, stretch, and you can see this in the corners. I'm getting ready to start on the other side, and you'll get to see that the following week, because this amazing gentleman only gave me an hour to work on him. He's got places to go and people to see, right?
Yes, right.
So, there they go. Hopefully you guys have figured out who he is by now. My problem is that I'm such a perfectionist sometimes to a fault. And it's real hard to let my patients go. I'm known for that. Okay. Thanks again. Like I said, I really enjoy your constructive criticism. I love your beautiful comments, and all it does is that it allows us to make this channel much better for you, for you guys. And so, love you. God bless you. Look forward to seeing you next time. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't yet. Look us up on Instagram. We really want to be able to bring you some great content, and so that you can see. And then if you have not visited my Facebook page, do that also. I love you guys. Take care. We'll see you soon. Bye.